Hello and welcome to HODPOD Frame Ideas. Okay, the purpose of this video is to show a variety of drawings to help solve a problem of what I believe will occur from the leakage of our unit. Now if we look down here at this particular drawing, we can clearly see how we have this centerpiece here, and this will be cast out of a rubber, and it'll have your screen mesh or your membrane cast inside in the middle. Of course, the top of the membrane is coated to prevent the bubbles from continuing. And the bubbles will exit here and also over here for the hydrogen and the oxygen. Now, we can debate on whether or not the feeder tube for the KOH solution is at the bottom here, or perhaps it also resides attached to one of the cells, the plates. That's fine. So this is good. We have a good design here, and the stainless steel plates will sandwich together. Now when we take a look at this, we say, well, how are we going to keep this sandwich together? One idea is to take C-clamps, and you can see here this drawing shows 3 C-clamps, but that's a little messy. Also, we have a problem of shorting out between the 2 plates. So we started to explore some other ideas. Now, one idea was to build a frame. This shows a steel frame around. So these would be constructed, and each frame would be angle iron out of steel. But again, we have a problem of shorting, so we do not want to short these 2 sides out. So we're going to follow this methodology. We're going to use this idea of taking the sandwich with the center piece, which is cast out of plastic, and the outer plate with this welded open tube, and the lower plate, again stainless steel plate with the welded open tube. And you can see here that we have a plastic channel. Now this is important. So we're going to proceed with the original idea of putting a plastic channel frame around this in order to sandwich it together. However, that's not going to be strong enough to hold it, and we're afraid that there will be leaks. So rather than using glue or some type of an epoxy, we're going to go on the outside and put an additional frame. So we have the plastic U channel that is used to hold it together, and on the outside we lay down this steel angle iron frame. So this is insulated, and it's touching against the U channel, which is underneath it, and it protects the steel plates. But now how do we clamp these together in a sandwich method? Well, the C-clamps is not a very good idea. I think we can do something better than that. So over here in this particular drawing, we can see that we've taken this sandwich and we've constructed these guides. These are small tubes that are steel, and they're welded on each of the sides of the angle iron. So this angle iron is pre-constructed ahead of time with these little small tubes that are welded, and that lets a 1/4-20 bolt easily go through the guides with a washer and a nut on each side, and it can be tightened to a very good pressure, holding the sandwich together so there's no leaks. And the final picture we should, this one here I think shows a top view of the angle, and you can see these guides which will be welded onto the angle frame. And then up here is the kind of final shot, and you can see how this works. So there's our plastic U channel that's used for insulation and also as an initial clamping mechanism to hold the sandwich together. followed by our steel. This is the steel angle. These are 2 angle channels, one down here on the bottom with the guide that's welded on, and the top steel angle with the guide welded on. And because the channel is insulated from our stainless steel plates, because of this plastic channel, there's no contact. So we can proceed and put a 1/4-20 bolt right down through our eyelets, followed by some washers and some nuts, and tighten it up. And I'm estimating that we could get away with 1 on either side of the long, and on the short sides 1, and on the long sides of the cell we could go 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 6. So you tighten those down, and it's watertight, and it's secure, and it's easy to disassemble and clean and inspect. That's the end of the HODPOD frame ideas. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.